Yeah, it's bad outside here.
Yeah.
So
So wanted to start normally by how I start the show, just telling people that haven't seen the show yet what I've been doing for the past 4 months or so. So in April, when the pandemic hit, I was thinking of different ways that I can help our local community here in Southwest Florida. I have a pretty big following on Instagram, and I thought that a way that I could do was open up that as as a way for business owners, business managers to come in here and kind of tell my viewers a little bit about themselves, about their businesses, their services, with hopes that customers would go into their businesses and know about them, and if they needed to, obviously, hire their services or buy their products, their goods. It's been a pretty interesting journey. I'm learning a lot of stuff, all different things. This week has been kind of a home edition, if you will. So we had a roofing company, we had a patio company. Yesterday we had an environmental company, and we're finishing the week with you with glass design. So it's really interesting, and hopefully has helped people as well. So
yeah,
before we
thanks for doing it. Thanks for having us.
Sure, absolutely. And before we get into the business itself, I kind of wanted to ask if you could introduce yourself, let us know who you are, where you're from, a little bit about your background, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. My name is Bonnie Jordan, and I am the president and co-owner of Glass Design. My parents started this business back in 1996. So even when I was in high school, they had me working in the business in my free time. I moved away from Southwest Florida up to Gainesville area. I went to University of Florida and got a marketing degree. And when I started a career up there, and my dad casually mentioned one time that they were considering selling the business and retiring. And I kind of jokingly said, well, what if I move down there and take it over? And so that was back in 2007, and moved back to, I swore I would never come back to Fort Myers when I moved away. And I found out real quick there's a lot worse places to live than here, and ended up coming back and taking things over.
Awesome.
So,
So it's it's technically a family-owned business from when your dad first opened to up to today.
yeah, he and my mom opened the business, and when I came on board, of course, it was 2007. We had just bought a new building for our showroom, and of course, the economy tanked. We were extremely lucky. We actually grew 30% every year, even during the downturn, which was amazing. But we had to get creative on how we were going to change the business, and we added to our product lines. My dad did stay in the business for a while, and actually my mom still works in the business. She does a lot of our custom glass fabrication in-house. She really likes the artsy stuff, so she comes in and does that for us. But my dad has since retired from the business. But yeah, they stayed in the business for a little bit to kind of get things up and running. It was just the three of us, and now we have 15 employees and 2 showrooms. But we definitely had to kind of change our gears a little bit. They started out doing pretty much all custom high-end specialty glass for like entry doors and windows, and now we do so many more products than that too. So that's kind of how we got started.
It has evolved from when they first opened to when you took over to up to today. It has evolved.
Oh yeah. When I first started in 2007 with them, or I should say when I came back, because I used to child labor, back when I was in high school. But we had 1 unit here in Fort Myers, and we now have bought the 2 units next to us and expanded, and we also have a Naples showroom. So we keep expanding, taking on new products and services, that kind of thing.
Awesome. So you kind of gave me a little bit of your background, a little bit of the background of the company with your dad and mom opening, then you taking over. I wanted to get a little bit into the services that you provide, and you said those have evolved and you have expanded throughout the years. I know it's probably a lot of them, but I would like to try to cover as much as we could,
Yes.
in the services that you provide.
Yeah, that's definitely the challenge with our business, is that we do so many things, so it's hard to convey to everybody. But our 2 top selling things is we do glass for entry doors. So what really makes us unique is we're kind of a one-stop shop. So if somebody needs just glass for their door. We can add glass to the existing door, or we can replace the glass that's in the door. We can also replace, the door slab itself, and we can do a full door replacement. So glass indoors, or I should say glass indoors and doors is really one of our main focuses, along with shower enclosures are huge for us. Each of niche of what we do, what really makes us unique is that we can really customize our products. So we have products in all different price ranges, from entry level up to, highly custom, but we're kind of a one-stop shop. If somebody's remodeling their home, they may be interested in doing their front door and also their shower enclosures. And then on top of that, we offer so many different options. So if you go to a regular, most door companies, if you go to them and you buy a specific brand of door, you're going to only get the glass choices that come with that brand of door, where we can really customize and make the end product exactly what the customer wants. We get into all kinds of other specialty glass stuff, like we do, architectural glass walls. What's really popular now are, all glass enclosed wine cellars, with no framing. We can do glass bar tops that are, cast glass, where, it's put in a mold and put into a furnace to heat up and take the texture of the mold. We get into decorative custom windows. So say you've got a clear window in a bathroom, you move into a home and you need privacy, your options are blinds or shutters, or you can do a really unique piece of glass that provides privacy but still lets all the light in, and it also becomes a work of art. So we do that. We do, just pretty much anything custom glass. We do interior doors with glass. Backsplashes are huge right now. Everybody's kind of going to this contemporary sleek look, and we have a lot of options for custom glass backsplashes, like in kitchens, or we'll do like the kick area, like on a bar, where you pull the chair up to it. We can edge light with LED edge lighting. So yeah, we can get real creative with it, but the hardest part is conveying to people all the different possibilities. But that's why we show so much on our website, so you can kind of get inspiration and ideas.
And when people come to you, do they kind of already have an idea, or do you have to? I mean, they have some sort of idea, but you have to show all the other options that are out there. You end up confusing them.
Well, we've been doing this long enough that we are really good at guiding people. So, yeah, some people come to us with just a general idea, like, hey, I want to do something in this area. What can you do? And some people say, hey, I want this design on your website. I want it exactly like this, and we can do it. So we really are good at working with people to not overwhelm. Our design consultants in our showrooms are good at collecting enough information about, the budget and what the customer wants, the end goal, and we can kind of help narrow down the options. Because yes, if you just come into it, look at our website, it can seem overwhelming, but that's what we're here for, is to really look at the space and help, guide customers to the best option for them. Awesome.
I wanted to ask, obviously we're in Southwest Florida, we're in, hurricane area, right? That it can hit from time to time.
Yes.
And I wanted to be able to provide the viewers a little bit of tips on things that maybe they should be looking for before the hurricane to protect themselves, and then solutions for that as well. I'll tell you from experience. For example, my front door during the hurricane, water got in, it blows up open, right? It's yeah. It probably needs some work there before the next hurricane. Yeah. But what are some of the things that people should, in my case, I should say, okay, well, this is really bad. I should look for this. I should replace this, and kind of protect my house before something worse happens.
Yeah. Well, first of all, our installers are awesome. They're the ones that come out and measure and inspect and do the field and measuring. They are excellent at looking at a situation and deciding what the best method is. We have literally talked customers out of replacing something because it's not necessary, where we could just tweak something or replace a seal or that type of thing. So that's really handy that we'll come out and kind of assess the situation. But, what I really recommend, it's funny, like the hurricanes come our way and people are like, oh, I got to start thinking about it. Well, we should have started thinking about it 3 months ago. Exactly. Custom hurricane impact windows and doors can take some time to come in, and, you really need to allow yourself a little bit of time with that. But yeah, I mean, with hurricane impact glass, I mean, that's the majority of what we're doing right now. We can obviously do non-impact if needed. If you're doing a small enough percentage of, windows or doors in your home, we can actually, we don't have to do hurricane impact, but we always usually recommend it. Usually for just slightly, a little bit more money, you can have the peace of mind of knowing that you have the hurricane protection. You don't have to worry about shutters, that kind of thing, which is really nice. Also, security-wise, it's not that somebody couldn't get through hurricane impact glass, but if somebody's trying to break into your home, it's going to be a lot harder to get through the hurricane impact glass than the regular, tempered safety glass. And pretty much all of our glass options, whether it's standard clear glass or decorative glass, we provide the option of hurricane impact glass. So and we don't mind quoting both ways too. I know a lot of people are really leery of the cost. What is it going to cost me to switch to hurricane impact? But that's what we're here for. Once again, is that we can provide a couple different options, and for the customer to analyze what
Is it
needs.
a lot more? Is it double the price, or is it?
Not in most cases. Usually, I mean, especially if you're doing like a whole home package where you're replacing, your front door and the windows and everything else, your sliding doors. It's usually not terribly much more because you have all the same work that goes into replacing them to start with. It's just, an upgrade. So yes, a client needs to expect it to cost more, but you think about how much you're going to get back. It increases the value of your home. There's a lot of other options too when you start talking about windows and doors. In terms of the energy efficiency, we can do insulated glass. There's low E coatings. There's tinted glass. There's a lot of different options, which once again, we're here to help walk people through that. But you'll get the money back out of it. I think they say it's less than like 10 years that you'll get the money back just in energy savings from switching to a non-efficient window, which most builders put in down here. They'll put in the single glazed windows,
Because
and
it's the cheapest one, right?
that's the cheapest one, exactly. So usually if we're replacing, we're always replacing with something that is a much more efficient type of window. So if you add hurricane impact on top of that, it's not usually going to, double the price. It will be more, but you'll get the money back out when you go to sell the house, and that type of thing. So
Awesome. And do you have any, with the hurricane season approaching, do you have any specials going on with impact windows?
yeah, we sure do. We're actually currently offering 20% off of our standard hurricane impact door inserts.
Okay.
So we have hundreds of designs to choose from. We can do that in conjunction with new doors, or if you're just looking to add glass to your existing door or replace the glass in your door. We have tons of options that fall into that category, and we're offering 20% off, which is a pretty substantial savings right now.
Awesome.
We're planning on doing that through the summer.
Throughout the summer. Excellent. The other question I wanted to ask you, it's in regards to COVID-19, and it's a question that I've been asking everybody. Obviously, when you're going to people's home, you're dealing with people, and just in the business in general, how much has it impacted you guys? Did you have to slow down? Did you have to stop at some point? And then what are some of the measures that you take to make sure that, you're keeping both your customers safe, but also, your staff safe as well?
Yeah. Actually, the type of industry that we're in, we didn't have to shut down. We actually chose to close for about 5 weeks. And our driving force of that, of course, was our customers, but also our employees. At the time, we really didn't know what was going to happen and, what was entailed and everything. So we decided just to close for 5 weeks to allow everybody to kind of figure things out. We did have remote options for the sales side of things. We still had a lot of interest, actually, a lot of people calling. So our sales team was still there fielding calls and helping people, remotely, whether it was, doing a video chat of the showroom or, looking at our website, that kind of thing. But since we've reopened, which has been a while now, we're doing a great job at sanitizing both of our showrooms. We require masks when you come to our showroom. Our sales team always wears masks. And then when our installers come to our client's home, they're always wearing masks. They're very respectful, of the client space. And we also ask our clients to please allow, a safe distance between them as well, for our installers. But we are in people's homes. We're doing entry doors, shower enclosures. We're inside of people's homes a lot. And, we take it very seriously. So, and if a customer has a special request too, we're willing to accommodate them as well. So
awesome. One of the questions I wanted to ask was, You mentioned that you have the 2 showrooms that people can go to and see. How does it normally work as far as, so say I needed to replace my front doors, or I needed to replace at least the glass enclosures in my front doors. Would I first call you guys to come in and kind of assess the situation, then go into your website and look for a potential glass that I like, or go to your showroom and look for a potential glass, and then you guys come in and install? How does the whole process works?
Yeah, honestly, we have a lot of different ways that we can work. And of course, that's changed a little bit too. If people not, everybody's not coming to our showroom. The website is a great place to start to kind of go and get an idea of what you like. That's really helpful, whether you're calling or coming to the showroom, just to have an idea. Our showrooms are here. We're open, 10 to 4 Monday through Friday in Naples, and 10 to 5 Monday through Friday here in Fort Myers. There's no appointment needed, so you're welcome. A customer's welcome to come in and take a look around. There's no pressure. We actually call our sales team design consultants, because they're really just there to help walk somebody through the process. They're not salesy or pushy. So the showroom, you cannot be, seeing the glass in person and the doors in person and all the different options. So we do recommend coming to the showroom, but we have a lot of clients now that want to do everything via email, and, we're set up for that. We actually now have a texting option, that if clients prefer to text instead of, email or call, they can do that. That's all on our website. Or they can, email, call, whatever. We're here to give the information however we can. We have got, 24 plus years of photographs of stuff we've done, and, we can send ideas. Once a client gives us an idea of what they like and the direction they're going in, we can give ideas and, ballpark pricing to kind of help narrow it down if they don't want to come to the showroom. We do always send out an installer to measure, unless it's a simple insert we can tell from a photo. But usually we'll always send an installer out to get final measurements, just to confirm everything. Our installers work for us. They are our employees, and, I know that a lot of companies subcontract, and that's really important to us to control the quality of, what the interaction with the customer and the final product. So they'll come out, they can take measurements, they can recommend, and then they bring the information back to our design consultants, who will then reach out to the customer with final information if something changed, or, with the final pricing. So
awesome. We talked a lot. You mentioned a lot the website, and we talked about the 2 locations. What I wanted to ask you next, if you kind of tell us the logistics part of it, where you are located, both in Fort Myers and Naples, your website, phone number, people that are looking to get more information, both on the business and, obviously on the products you offer. What's the best way they can get that information?
Yeah, so our website is Glass Designs, with an S, plural, .com. So it's glassdesigns.com, and there are thousands of pictures on there. You can get our phone numbers to text or call. You can even submit a form online. And, I really encourage people to browse on there and get an idea, because sometimes people don't even know what is available, and it's really a great place to see everything, the different ideas. So that's our website. Our showroom, so our Fort Myers location is in South Fort Myers off of Alico Road. We're in the Alico Commercial Park. Once again, the address is on our website. I don't know if you want me to give you the address now, but
no, I mean, if people go to the website, it will be there, right?
Yeah. Or if you just Google Glass Design, we'll pull up too, and you'll see the website. In Naples, we're in North Naples off of Airport Pulling Road, just south of Vanderbilt Beach Road.
Okay.
So we're in the I think it's the Fountain Lakes Park plaza back there, and we've been there for a while now too. So both locations have lots on display. And it's like I said, I encourage people just to come in and take a look, because you really, you can't substitute seeing everything in person and being able to feel it in person.
And people are different, right? Some people actually want to touch it, as others are fine kind of, buying online and, going with it, right? So.
Well, and when you're talking about, especially entry door glass, or pool bath door glass, privacy is also an issue. So, you like the design, but if it's not private enough to meet your comfort level, that's a little bit harder to convey via a photograph. Whereas
Right.
if you're in person, you can see it, and you really, glass is dynamic. You take a photo of it, you turn it just a little bit, and it looks different,
Yeah.
so it's really hard to convey that. But, if somebody's not comfortable coming in the showroom, we are more than willing to do like a virtual meeting, via Zoom. We've got all the systems set up, to do that. So, we hate to discourage somebody. If they don't want to come to our showroom, that's totally fine. We can usually find another way to do it. But we have a lot of clients that live up north that aren't down here, and they're doing all these projects while they're away. And so, we have other ways of, giving photographs and communicating, that kind of thing. So,
Awesome.
um,
Before I ask you my next question, I just want to go back to, we were talking about installation and all that. I know from experience here that, for example, I lived in a community, and if I were to replace my front door, if I were to replace, something that would change the aesthetics of my community, I'll have to get approval too. Is that the case with most communities, that first you have to go and get the approval?
Yeah, most communities want you to do that. We store all of our, for the past 5 years, we've done a really great job of storing community information. So, for example, if somebody comes in, they're like, oh, I live in this community, we can look it up and see what other clients have done. We can usually kind of tell what the community will allow. But yeah, honestly, in the history that I can remember, I think that a community's declined in a design maybe once or twice in the last 10 years. So it's very uncommon for them to not approve something. But yes, in most cases, people want to go through that process. We'll provide all the documentation needed to the client, who can then submit to their homeowners association. But we're used to dealing with that, so it's not a big issue.
No, I just wanted to bring it up because I don't know that everybody knows that, and the last thing I want them to do is put a door down to take it off, right? Because it
Yes.
wasn't properly authorized. So, um,
Yeah.
uh, normally towards the end, what I do is I let my guests kind of leave a message for their past customers, current, future customers. But before we did that, there's two things I wanted to do. So first of all, you had mentioned that there is a promotion for people that mentioned Live with Felipe here. So I'll let you explain what that is.
Yeah, we're going to do any customer that comes in that ends up purchasing from us that mentions that they saw us on your show. We're going to do $50 off of their order. So hopefully that will, get people in the showroom looking.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Okay, and then the other thing I need your help with is, so today I'm giving away a gift certificate to Rodizio Grill. It's a Brazilian steakhouse in Estero.
Okay.
And people had to sign up on my Instagram, and we've had a couple people. So I need you to pick a number from 1 to 6, and that'll be the winner. You're picking the winner today.
I'm going to go with my lucky number 2.
Number 2. All right, let's see what number 2 is. Yeah, we got Naples Nibbles. They are a foodie around here, so they get the gift certificate.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try that place.
Yeah, it's actually very good. I was there last week, and it's very, very good. So
Good.
I'll let you give your message here. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say, as a owner of the company, I feel blessed that we have, we still have customers buying right now. I mean, it's actually, we've never been busier. We're doing great, and I appreciate our customers. And it's funny. Somebody asked me the other day, what, how do we get 5 stars across the board? If you look up our reviews, we get 5 stars usually, always. And somebody asked me that, how do we do that? And I really think what makes us really unique is that I treat our employees as family, and they in turn treat this company as their business. Every single person that works here, from Shelly, who answers the phone, to the design consultants in the showroom, to the installers out in the field, they really come to work feeling like this is their company. And I'm just amazed at how awesome our team is. I know I'm a little biased, but we're very selective on who we hire, and everybody that works here really appreciates what we have to offer as a company too. We're all just one big family team, and our employees really take it personal, that the customer has a seamless experience, that our installers, they clean up after themselves. We call before we come. We call to confirm. We're very communicative. If a product gets ordered and it's behind schedule, our system will flag our design consultants so they can reach out to the customer and let them know, hey, we're working on this. We just want to let you know, give you a heads up. So we really pride ourselves on our reputation and, our customer reviews, because that's really, there's plenty of business out there for everybody, but, we take it personal that a customer, is 100% satisfied. And not everything goes right every time, right? And I think it's really how we treat that. We always make it right in the end and we communicate through the process. So, yeah, I feel really blessed that we have the team that we have, and it really shows in terms of the customer reaction towards our company as well. So.
Awesome. Thank you. And let me just see, because I think there's a couple questions here, actually. Says, keep up the great work. So,
Oh, thank you. We will try.
well, Bonnie, I wanted to thank you for taking the time, telling us a little bit about you, a little bit about Glass Designs, and obviously a little bit about the services you provide as well. It's very informative. I think people that need this service can learn a lot from this video, and appreciate you taking your time.
Yeah, thank you for the time. It's been a great experience. So.
Sounds great. All right, have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.